I'm really pleased with the box. Wow, I thought we'd do a little bit of a catch-up. What's really surprised me is it's really efficient, keeping space. I've never really, because of the cost of them, I've never really been a fan of them, you know. Why spend that much on a cupboard? But let me just show you something. It's really, is that as far out as we can go? Yeah. It's really efficient on space. Because look, you can put stuff, there's still plenty of room. And they're fitting, they're not having to, you know, there's fitting in there, lovely. That's in there, nice and lovely. There's room to put more stuff in there as it comes along, bits and pieces. Otherwise, they're just sitting around on your shelf, aren't you? This could be added to, could be made a lot tidier. But look at this, look at the amount of stuff. You know, we pick stuff out the car boot, don't we? And we mess with it, and where do you put it? We've even got a spare. We've got to get the rubber, and we're going to finish that, rubberize that, make the bottom. It's going to be interesting to see, this is slightly bigger, how it's going to survive in the rust. Because we've had a pretty sort of a dampish winter, and the rust has come on things this year. And we're still going, look. See, that's not this cupboard's fault. But that was out in the open. So, But anyway, look, plenty of depth. They're fitting lovely. Plenty of room for putting stuff in here. And we're not even finished yet. Let's pull that out the way a bit. We're not even finished. So, when these spanners will eventually end up, and of course they're on rollers so they can take the weight, those spanners are going to eventually end up here. So this, wow, already I'm surprised of how much stuff it swallowed. It's an efficient way of, and it's like a shelf that you lose stuff in. Because it's in a drawer, the shelf comes forward. So I'm really, this is my very first one of these, and I'm really surprised the amount of stuff that has gone in it. Easily. Real efficient use of space for keeping stuff. You know, maybe we should keep an eye open for a few more of these, maybe. Oh, okay. I hang my spanners on the wall, on the rack. But it's a very inefficient way of using space, isn't it? Yeah. We might have to rethink that. Yeah, it's taking a lot of wall space just for spanners. Yeah, we'll have to maybe think about that. The quickie! I'm watching this. Are you watching Weekend Shedhead, Rob? Listen what he says. This is a challenge, but not a challenge, I think. Yeah. It's been last minute, and I thought, yeah, I'll have a look at that. I tell you what, it's not as easy as you think to figure it out. But anyway, let's listen to what Rob says.
What did I say was a really good one? This reminded me of somebody. Roland is spending Easter in the shed sorting his screws. Does that remind you of anybody? And his wife and children visit his mother. Roland is separating his screws into flatheads, Phillips, posi drive, countersunk, double countersunk.
What's that?
Bugle head,
Yeah.
round head, clutch head, buttered head, pan head, hex head, flange head, Philister head, and miscellaneous. There are also boxes for washers, hooks, pins, and a bag full of...
That's a challenge that isn't a challenge, isn't it? If ever I've heard of a challenge that isn't a challenge, I'm going to send you the pictures of the ones that I found so far. I'm struggling on one of them, but I'm working on it. So if you want to make a film that is a challenge but isn't a challenge, read this list and see if you can find them all. There's one there I don't think I've ever seen. Anyway, yeah. My film, just a quick tip for you, my film should be ready at the end of Tuesday, if all the stars align.